pasado no es lo que parece. Debes encontrar la verdad. Ve al norte, cruzando las tierras encantadas y adentrándote en lo desconocido. Pero ten cuidado.
Elsa has been accepted. Obviously, Anna and Elsa are closer than they ever have been. Elsa's powers are growing, but I think with that, Anna is slightly fearful that Elsa may lose herself to those powers, that she may put herself in a situation with too much danger. We talk about in the first movie, we always worried that Elsa's powers were too much for the world. In this movie, we're worried that her powers may not be enough for what she's going up against. So Anna is there, yes, as protector, but also to keep Elsa grounded, to understand why she needs to do what she's doing and making sure that she doesn't go too far. There are antagonistic forces in the movie. I think like the first movie, there may or may not be an actual classic villain, but I think our stories, you need antagonism in order to develop the story. So just like in the first movie, you will feel that. I think I can speak to Frozen. Frozen, the movie, that just isn't part of what this journey is. It's not where she is right now. She has, the weight of the world on her shoulders. Clearly, she feels responsible. She doesn't even understand what's her purpose in life or why she's here. She needs to discover that in this movie, and that's our focus on the story. We definitely were very aware of the fans out there of the movie and the high expectations they have. Fortunately, we have our own same high expectations. We don't want to disappoint ourselves. We don't want to disappoint even our crew. We certainly don't want to disappoint the fans. So what we focused on was just like the first movie. We tried to put that aside and just say, where are our characters now? What do they have to learn? What is the best story we can tell? And that's how we approach Frozen 2. I think what we learned was that the world sort of embraced the first movie. Beyond the movie itself, the actual characters, they began creating their own videos, their own versions of the characters. They began bringing them home and singing the songs. It clearly took on sort of a life of its own. We did do the short in part because, again, the world wanted another story to be told, and we didn't know at that time we were going to do a sequel. But that desire for more hasn't subsided either with us or with our fans, so it seemed like the timing was right to do a sequel. That scene that we show in the trailer of a young girl in the forest, that's meant to hint at both the enchanted forest and also a little bit of the spirit of the wind. She's very playful in that with the wind. So again, there's more to come. Yeah. If you think of Frozen 1 and Frozen 2 as one large musical, often in the second act of a musical, you go deeper, you go into the characters and what they're thinking and feeling. And we do that with several characters in the second part of the movie. I would say that Elsa has another very powerful song, and Anna has a very powerful song. And what I love about Bobby and Kristen, they've really written a range. We also have comical songs. We also have funny and emotional songs. I think you'll be surprised. And yes, Christoph does get to sing a full song in this movie. Well, that was my first movie at Disney Animation, so I'm very proud of the movie. There's some great music. It's a great story. It's a classic story. I personally have not heard the rumors. I'm not saying they're not there, but I've been so focused on Frozen 2. I think any time that a story resonates, whether it's in a book that we get inspired by and expand on that world to tell an animated movie, or if live action has a view of our movies that they feel expands on what we've already done, I think that's great. And it's usually a response to the audiences themselves wanting to experience again the feeling they got from the Disney animated movie that they saw many years ago.
Ahora esperamos que sean suficientes.
No dejaré que a ella le pase nada.